Hello, my basset hound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here. With the next A Nightmare on Elm Street sequel, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Ah yes, the red-headed stepchild in the series. And it's a strange follow-up from the first one. Since the first one was such a big success back then, they just rushed out a sequel a year later. And overall, they didn't want to make a, how should I say this, a straight sequel. But anyway, let's get on to the review. With my cat Lincoln, as always, being comfortable. Say hi, Lincoln. Good. Alright. Let's just start off with the positives for this one, shall we? About A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. The opening to this movie is actually really cool, and the whole set design of it looks awesome, and you get to see the first appearance of Freddy Krueger once again. They tried to use a stunt double to add for a sequel. They gave, how should I say this? Robert Englund the money he wanted to come back in the sequel. And he did. So, the opening is freaking awesome. And Freddy is the most demonic in this sequel as he ever been since the first film. And that's a positive that I would say right now. Yeah, Freddy is dark as hell in this movie, which I do appreciate. And there's a lot of memorable lines like, "I'm Jesse now." I love that. And "You've got the body, I got the brain." And laughs. I love that line too. I mean, demonic is hell version of Freddy. So, awesome. And also torments Jesse throughout the whole movie. The character, Mark Patton, he's really good actor in this movie. I'm not hating on gayisms whatsoever. I'm not whatsoever. It's great to explore that kind of subject in the sequel. And that's why it's the redheaded stepchild in the series. And there's nothing wrong exploring that in this movie. Yeah, Jesse, you thought he was the main character of this movie. No, it's actually the chick who's the main character until the end of the movie. And she's actually the main character than Jesse. And great actor Mark Patton plays Jesse. I'm not shitting on that whatsoever. So, which is cool. To end off in the positives, there's only a couple. And my favorite Freddy Nightmare kill for this one, when he's crashing a pool party scene, that has the biggest body count in the series. And it's a great, awesome scene. And it's one of my favorite nightmare deaths from this one. It's like, "Help yourself, fucker." And not... Oh my god, this is awesome. And this is the scene.
I'm here to help you.
Help yourself, fucker!
And this is gonna be my favorite Freddy one-liner. I already mentioned the other ones in the beginning. My favorite one-liner from this movie, and it's actually the tagline of this movie, is "You're all my children now."
You are all my children now.
Now, to end off with the positives about this, there's a very cool shot at the very end of the movie of the abandoned factory scene. That's a really cool visual shot of that movie. So I have to give positives to that end of the movie part. Visually, it looks cool in the abandoned factory. And awesome ending scene. Visually, it's awesome with the camera work and stuff. Okay, let's actually move into the mix about this movie. This is gonna be fun and interesting. And it's one of the odd characters in this movie, Coach Snyder. My God, such a weird ass character in this movie, Coach Snyder. Um, there's that one nightmare death part about him in the beginning. There's balls actually flying into his face, and you cannot make this up, guys. You just really can't. And to top it all off with the ridiculousness, not only he's been flies balls into his face, he's been towel snapped to death in the most over the top, ridiculous way. And then Freddy finishes him off by slashing him in the back all the way down to his Coach Snyder's ass. Just look. Well, laughably kinky as shit at the end of his death, I must say. Alright, my next thing about this is Jesse's dance move when he was packing away his stuff in the room. And this gets more awkward in this scene when he does his dance move. Very awkward and kind of entertaining too. And Mark Patton says he had a good time being in that scene. Yeah, very crazy. Alright, my last thing about this movie, it's telling Grady about Freddy's coming out. God damn it. Anyway, out of Jesse's body. He didn't actually use the best words to describe the situation. That Freddy is, actually coming out of Jesse. Okay. When Freddy comes out of Jesse's body, he looks like a burnt up, demonic butterfly we all know and love. And that is the end of my mix about this movie. But overall, the effects of that scene looks pretty damn awesome overall. Anyway, to end it off with a couple of negatives about this movie, and despite the ridiculousness and some positives about it, I gotta say, when I mentioned about the end of the movie having a cool shot, what the fuck are the babyface dog things being in this movie? What in the hell was that in the final movie? This guy is an insane director to add those things. It's questionable how that is in the movie. It doesn't make any damn sense. Not only this movie was fucking weird. And the final negative, I didn't like Freddy's death because he's been defeated by the power of love. And then Jesse finally has his heterosexual relationship with the main girl at the end of the movie. I'm not making this up. Yeah, overall, worst death for Freddy. But visually, there was fire surrounding it when Freddy was melting. That's a really cool effect in the movie as well, when Freddy was melting. That's really cool. Really cool effect. Overall, it's pretty cool. But it's the worst death for him. Oh my god. It's even bad. And that will be the end of my negatives about this movie. And I'm going to go ahead and end this review here. And yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Yeah, this is why it's considered to be a mixed reception sequel after the first one. And this is the redheaded stepchild in the series. With a homoerotic body possession storyline sequel. There's nothing wrong exploring gayisms, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not offending that whatsoever. It's just, it's an entertaining, weird sequel to the first one. And, oh boy. And I had a good time with it overall. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Subscribe to me if you have not. Make sure you click the bell to get all of the notifications. Share and like the horror movie review of A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. And I will see you, my best home friends, in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dreamwares, which I am looking forward to. Just to end it off, you're all my children now. Seizure, later.
Jesse, it's okay. It's all over.